Do things a little bit differently today and start off with my astrology reading to pull what my soul clients need to hear, what my people on YouTube need to hear. Like, what does the spiritual entrepreneur, the intuitive creator want to hear? And I'll show you the deck. I've used the Business Astrology Oracle. It's literally amazing. I absolutely love it. Really, really beautiful. I'll link it below for those of you who want to buy it. It's by Catherine Hocking. And I've never seen astrology business oracle. Like, it literally says business on it. Astrology business. Like, this is what spiritual entrepreneurship is all about, right? Using the deck, using the tools, using human design, using all that stuff. Anyway, the two cards that came up, very, very interesting. Funny as well, because I think the nodes are in the 6th house. Like, for me personally, anyway, it's in my 6th house. But it's also in Virgo, which is ruled by the 6th house. So I have South Node with stagnation. So some of you might be feeling stuck. You might be feeling like this really like stagnant energy, and you're kind of like questioning it. Like, everything might seem like a maze, right? And what I'm getting is, like, in this image as well in particular, she's like, there's so much more to go. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting from you guys. Like, you might literally be that entrepreneur who's like, oh, I've started my business. And you're going along, you've taken a couple of steps, like you're at the beginning or the middle of your journey, and you're looking at how far you've still got to go instead of, and this is where the second card comes in, embracing the things that you can and are able to do right now, right? We've got 6th house daily operations, which is the other card that showed up. Now, with the 6th house, it's ruled by Virgo. It's mercurial as well, because Virgo is also, like Gemini, ruled by Virgo. So Virgo, the energy, the 6th house, daily operations, it's all about what are you doing right now to move you from this stagnation? Because stagnant, that energy, that stuck energy usually happens because we are sitting in that stuck energy. We're refusing to change our mind. We're refusing to do things from a different way. And doing the same thing over and over is literally the other word for insanity, right? I think Einstein said that. And he says, like, if you do the same thing over and over and over again without seeing real results of it, and you keep doing that, it's insanity. Versus if you do the thing and you recognize, actually, there's a pattern here, it's not working, and you change or you tweak or you add or you take away, then you start to see shifts. Then you start to see transformation. I think Dyson, those of you who know Dyson, like the Dyson Hoover guy, the Dyson hairdryer guy, like who does all the cool fucking technology shit. Like, I love Dyson. I have the Dyson Hoover. Like, I will get his hair stuff. Like, I absolutely love Dyson. Anyway, I think he had, I can't remember the exact number, but there was like 300 and something or 3,000 and something ridiculous number of experiments or failed versions of the first Dyson that ever came out before it was considered successful and like a success, right? But if he chose on the 300th time to just give up, we would not have Dyson products today as we know it. Same with Apple, same with like all of these success stories. Disney. If you watched, there's a film called Walt Before Mickey. I absolutely love it. Walt Before Mickey is such a good success story where you can actually see the failures and the heartache and the trenches and the hustle and the struggle and the challenges of Walt Disney as a masculine before he hit that success. And he was there for about 13 years. Like, it wasn't like it was just a year or two. And a lot of the successful people, you see J.K. Rowling, my favorite author, she has written Harry Potter, but how many publishers rejected her before she got accepted? How many people told her a children's book would never make you that much money? And she's like, she was richer than the Queen in London at one point, right? I don't know what the numbers are today. That doesn't matter. What matters is the success journey looks like a lot of fucking failures and a lot of fucking mistakes and a lot of this stagnation energy. It's what you do and choose to do with that energy after that makes the biggest difference. So with the 6th house, some of you, if you're doing the stuff and you're like thinking, oh, I'm putting out content, I'm creating offers and nothing's selling. Okay, can we look at your daily operations around, okay, what type of stuff are you putting out? Are you putting out regurgitated content that your coach or somebody's course told you to do, or like someone on YouTube or someone on TikTok was like, you need to do content this way and you need to use hooks, so do it this way, and you're doing it and it's like, it's not working for you. Okay, can you tweak that? Can you take away the hooks? Can you go with your authentic voice? What does that look like? This is literally the key as well, right, you guys? Because with daily operations, we have to come in and tweak and maneuver and move things around and change things around. Nothing stays the same. Like, when you stay the same, that is literally the other definition of stagnation. You are not growing. So where in your business, where in your entrepreneurship, where in your spiritual journey have you hit a brick wall of like, either it's not happening for you, or it's not feeling like fun anymore, or you're just feeling like nothing's working. Whatever that thing is that makes you feel like something's stuck, something needs to move, something needs to change, which means you need to change more likely than not, right? Because if you're the business owner, it's nobody else's responsibility then you first to make changes. Now, when I say make changes, like I'm always making changes from within first, and then I externalize that. So for example, in this like YouTube journey of mine, I have grown it to however much right now. And it's not about growth for me. For me, it's just more impact. It's like how many more people can I reach and who's waiting out there for this message at whatever time it's meant to reach them. And so for me, it's like really important to how I'm showing up in the online spaces. So on my Instagram, again, I showed up in a certain way as like the teacher, and then I moved into TikTok as the tarot reader, and now I'm moving my TikTok all over again, just like I'm moving this channel into the space of where I'm growing and where I'm evolving, and it's not feeling stagnant anymore. It's not feeling stuck. It's feeling alive and it's feeling exciting, and I'm really working on these daily operations as well. Like I am making such big drastic changes. I've invested in mentors that are literally like the next level. I'm listening deeper and deeper into my intuition and trusting myself more than ever. I'm trusting this fucking voice. I'm allowing myself to be very fucking unfiltered, and I'm not really caring about the rules of like society and culture and platforms and all of this stuff. It's just like the universe has my back, and I truly 100% believe that because I have enough evidence backed up in my system in my life that shows me time and time again that I don't need anything outside of myself. Like my inner voice, my intuition, my inner guidance system is the key to my success. It's the key to my money. It's how I've made money, and it's how I teach you to make money as well. Like Cash Flow and Intuitive Creator are my next programs, but right now we're doing Unfiltered. You can check the link below. Those of you who are interested, Unfiltered is literally going to help you unlock that authentic voice, right? If you're seeing me and you're like, oh my God, her energy is confident, it's this, it's blah. I was never this way. I was once that shy girl. I was once that girl who was like, oh no, I can't say that because of fear of this person or fear of someone hate on my thing. And like, I don't give a shit about haters. Like I'm not here for that. Like I just don't entertain it anymore. I allow it to sit there. I'll send it love, and I'll be like on to the person who actually needs my help. Like that's the thing, right? If you want to step into that energy, that's the energy work that we're doing inside of Unfiltered. And we start September 1st. So those of you who want to come join, link is in the description box and in the comments as well. But this is literally it. Like, this is the work. Like, where are you feeling stuck? Because it's your mind that allows you to keep yourself trapped. And the biggest key to getting yourself unstuck in any situation, this is not just spiritual entrepreneurship or intuitive creators. Like, you can apply this to any part of your business. Like when I was stuck before I manifested my soulmate, I was stuck in shitty, toxic relationships. The reason I was able to move beyond that is because I made a choice, and I was like, that is it, no more. Like, I'm not listening to this mind drama. I'm not listening to that part of my mind that's telling me I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, and not lovable enough. And I'm like, fuck all that bullshit. I'm ready to manifest my soulmate, and that is it. And I'm not settling for less than I deserve. And the moment I decided that, with full conviction, with full clarity of what I wanted and how I felt about wanting that and how serious I was, that upped my vibration to that frequency that was a match to my soulmate. The universe brought him into my life 2 days later. We've been together ever since. We're like 6 years into our journey now. And it's fucking amazing. Like, when you manifest like that from your heart, from your desire, from your soul, it's on another level. Like, I've manifested things normally, like I've manifested cars and things like that. They're just temporary, where it's not a full, oh yeah, I fucking want this, with like all my energetic, emotional conviction. And when I've just said, oh yeah, that would be nice, like I want that, and it's like a little bit of excitement, it's nowhere near as exciting as the big manifestations that land. Like, there is a difference as well. And I manifest across the board, from pain, from pleasure, from excitement, from peace. Like, manifestations will come in no matter what energy you are sitting in, as long as there's an emotional charge to it. Okay, so that's the key thing as well. So back to the point of stagnation in your spiritual entrepreneurship journey and your intuitive creator journey. Where are you not taking action where you need to take action? Where are you making excuses? Because the mind will always make excuses, especially when it's like, oh, we have to get out of our comfort zone now. Maybe there's something that you're not doing that needs to be done. Maybe there's something in your daily operations. Maybe it's like managing your finances. Maybe you've been a bit sloppy and you've not actually looked after your money situation as much as you should be doing. Maybe you have like money blocks. Maybe it's actual selling. Maybe you're not actually selling as much as you could. Maybe it's the messaging, and that needs to be tweaked. That's all the strategy side. But there's also the feminine side of the inner work. What's your mind story like? What is your mind telling you about the content? Are you making beliefs around the numbers and what it means and the views and what that means to you and stuff like that? Where like, these are all limiting beliefs that you need to get rid of, because it does not matter. What matters is your impact, who you're here to serve, how you're showing up to serve them every fucking day, and making the tweaks required around the results that you're getting. right? There's like a lot to business. And I think spiritual entrepreneurship, this is why I decided to go down this route, because I love spirituality. I love souls who are truly spiritual. And there's a big, let's talk about this actually. There's a big difference between people who say they're spiritual versus people who actually are spiritual. And when I say spiritual beings, I mean the ones who are willing to do the growth, willing to do not healing. Healing is not always growing. And sometimes we take healing from people who are not even in their growth game, and they transfer energy to us that's actually worse for us than actually bettering us, right? So not talking about that at all. Talking about actual spirituality, which is listening and living in aligned accordance to your spirit, your soul's voice. So if you're listening to intuition and you're living your life that way, then you are a spiritual being, as far as I'm concerned. That's my opinion. Argue in the comments, I don't really care. But my thing is, this is from my soul's truth. And it's like, if you are listening to your intuition, your ego mind does not get in the way. And when it does, you know how to shut it off because your intuition is more powerful. Most people are not doing that. They're listening to their mind instead of listening to their intuition, or they don't even have access to their intuition, which is why they come on tarot readers, stuff like I've done so many tarot readings where people will come to me for my intuition because they can't access their own. Now, my intuition is so fucking powerful. It's like, yeah, I can see through your intuition, what your intuition is trying to tell you as well. Like, that's how strong it gets to be, right? But we have to cultivate that trust within ourselves. So spiritual entrepreneurship means so much more than just business to me. Like, yes, there are strategies. Yes, I love the masculine part of business because that's the security. That's what holds and protects and provides for us, right? That's like the vehicle. But what I also love is the spiritual part where we get to use our intuition. We get to use all of these tools. We get to be that version of us that does like mindset work and all of this inner stuff. And it's like, you have to join and merge the two together. If you're too much on one side, if you're doing too much strategy, you're doing too much content stuff, you're doing too much of one thing and you're forgetting about the other side, you'll notice this stagnation. Just as much as if you're too much in the spiritual feminine side where you're like, I'm doing mindset work, I'm doing healing, I'm doing crystals, I'm doing like all the things of like learning, but then you're not actually taking action physically and you're not actually making maneuvers and strategy and like applying the parts where you need to apply it to your business, you're not growing there either. So really take stock, like do an audit at the end of this video of like, where am I sitting in my masculine energy? Where am I sitting in my feminine? And be honest with yourself, because honesty is the best thing that's going to move you forward, right? There's no point lying to yourself. Like, nobody cares about the lies. Like, you're going to keep yourself stuck. So be honest, take stock, like do a little line down the middle of a page and be like feminine, masculine, feminine being all the being and the mindset work, the healing, like just being, right? Going for a walk and getting creative and like just resting and like being inspired and all that stuff. And then the masculine side, which is the strategy, the doing, the how-tos, the learning, the content, actually recording, like actually writing, creating your pieces, like all of that stuff comes under the masculine. So put down how much you're doing on a day-to-day basis or a weekly basis or a monthly basis, and then acknowledge, because that will show you, oh, that's the gap. That's now the gap that you need to go and start doing on the side that is lacking. If you find yourself balanced, then I want you to dive deeper into, okay, what is the key problem that is actually not working? What is the key thing that is making you feel stuck? Is it money? Is it sales? Is it marketing? Is it accounting? Is it finance? Where is it? Like, is it your audience? Is it not having a big enough following? Like, what is the thing? And then go deeper into that and be like, okay, assess yourself. Like, where are you not having fun? Because my key thing is, as a spiritual person and as an intuitive, I have to be connected to everything I'm doing. Every part of my business gets to feel like fun, because that's how I'm setting up my business. Again, is that a limiting belief that you've told yourself? Business has to be this way because so-and-so told you this, or business has to be this way because it's like business gets to be your way. That's the whole point of you creating this intuitive spiritual business. So you get to set it up the way it feels like joy and bliss and fun in your body. So again, ask yourself those deeper questions. Go really deep with this. Bring out the juice, and then you will have it sitting right in front of you as to what your next steps are and where you need to pinpoint what the next target is that you need to work on, because there's always work to do. That's the other thing I want to leave you with in this video, is that spiritual entrepreneurship is a continual journey. It's a continual process. And it's why I believe every intuitive, every spiritual person needs to grow and build their business, because it's the fastest way to actually elevate your spiritual growth on this planet, because nothing forces you more to grow than being an entrepreneur and bringing yourself online, because you bring up all your flaws, all your bullshit, all your ego drama, all your mind drama, all of the things, all the fears will all come up as part of this journey, and it will allow you to push past so many fucking comfort zones for you to get to that end goal. And that is why it's such a beautiful part of the process, and why I always recommend, like, if you are a spiritual person or an intuitive, I highly, highly, highly recommend you being a spiritual creator, spiritual content creator, and starting to get paid that way and making money through your intuition, because it's the fastest way to growth. And that's what we're here to do as spiritual beings. Grow in our life purpose, right? So, waffled on about a few things over there, but I'm sure there was like wisdom that flew through to you. If you liked this video, please like it. Come join Unfiltered, those of you who want to come work with me, and subscribe if you haven't already. Mwah.